Hello, my name is Jennifer and I'm from the Pasadena Public Library, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make our October Hispanic Heritage Month Take and Make Craft Guatemalan worry dolls. So these are two examples that I made earlier. One was using some of the yarn in the kits, as well as some of the markers. The other one I chose just to use my markers for. So I am going to show you how to make these today. Let's grab our Take and Make kit. So first thing you want to do is check and make sure you have all your materials inside here. So your kit should include a small pack of markers, some skin tone markers, a bunch of assorted different yarn. Yours might be in all different colors than mine. You should have a pack of glue in there. And then you should have 2 clothes pegs. So I am going to start with my clothes pegs because I think that's what I want to do first. So for this one, I think I just want to make the skin a little darker. So I'm going to take one of my skin color markers and just go ahead and kind of start coloring that in a bit. Now, the important thing to remember with this craft is when you're making your worry dolls, there is no right or wrong way to do it. However you see your worry dolls being, that's the way you want them to look. So I'm gonna fill this in and color this in. You can use the yarn, you can use the different materials we gave you, or you can use things you already have at home to make your design. So next, I am going to take some of my yarn to make some clothes for my worry doll. So for this worry doll, I got some different colors in here. I think I'm feeling this pink and green. So I'm going to take those out and focus on using those. Now, if you want, you can wrap just with the whole bit of yarn all the way around. I don't want my clothes that thick, I don't think. So to make your yarn last in a different way, you see how there's 3 different strands here? You can actually pull them apart and use just a little bit at a time. So I'm going to use this strand of green. So I'm going to hold down one part of the yarn, make sure I cross over, and just kind of start to wrap. So I am going to wrap all the way down. You can color the whole thing, but since I knew I was going to have some yarn covering this part up, I just colored the top there. All right, so that is the top part of my doll. I'm just going to kind of do it once through here and then twice through there. Just kind of wrap one more time. And then I'm going to use my scissors. That's one thing we didn't include in the kit that you might need is some scissors. And I'm just going to make a small snip to cut that yarn. Now, I think I want to make a dress. So again, I'm going to take my pink yarn and pull out one of the strands. Oops. Be careful when you do this. Sometimes they can get a little knotted when you're unraveling them. There we go. So now I have one strand of pink here, and I'm going to take my green, start a little behind it, wrapping over my green just so there's a little bit of overlap there. And this to look kind of like a skirt. So I'm just going to wrap over the legs together in one piece like that. Kind of keep going. All right, great. Now I am going to wrap and then put a little dab of glue inside here. Helps if it's open. kind of get some glue on that yarn and go ahead and stick it down there so that it'll stay. And then I am going to cut off a little bit extra of the yarn and just sort of hide it in there. Kind of push it up. There we go. You can use the other one's legs to kind of get it in there. There we go. All right, so now I have a worry doll that has a top, kind of a skirt. I think I might want to put some shoes on her. So I am going to open up my markers. And I think kind of this electric blue would look nice. So I'm going to just color down here, make her some shoes. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. However you want your doll to look is just fine. Great. And then we'll come over here. I want her to have two shoes, so okay. Now she's got some nice shoes. She's got her skirt. Okay. Then I want to put a face on her. So I think I like this side for her face. So I am going to take a marker, and for her, I think I'm just going to do a really simple face. Just put some eyes on there. Maybe give her a nice smile. There we go. And then I think I want to give her some hair. I think I want to give her some black hair. So what I'm going to do is just kind of cut this so that it can kind of go over her head. See, I'll unravel the strands, but kind of at the ends, but keep them together, just like that. And then I'm going to take the glue and put a little dot on her head where I want her hair to go. Kind of right there, smooth it out. And then I am going to put this across, just like that. It may take a little while for the hair to dry. But now I have my worry doll. And I don't want my worry doll to be lonely, so I'm going to make the other one as well. So for this one, I think I just want to leave my wood as it is, just kind of leave it that color. I think I want to give this one a top again. I'm going to use this color green this time. And actually for this one, I'm not going to separate the pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and string it around. So I'm going to tuck a little behind so that I can make sure I wrap around it to keep it in place. Again, this time you can see that it's a little bit thicker because I'm using all 3 strands of yarn on the same one. I'm going to keep rotating it until we get down to the bottom here. Good. And then I am going to put a little dab of glue on the leg here, just to make sure that it sticks. You can see the glue right there. Kind of pull it across and then just leave a small bit right there. All right. Now I'm going to give this one pants. So I want my pants to be a little bit thinner. So I'm going to take this blue and pull apart just one strand. Oops. And then I'm going to start, kind of tuck it under there, wrap it around the green once or twice to get started. Let me go back and fix that. Kind of make one half here. Okay. And then I am just going to wrap down one side of these pegs so that it sort of looks like pant legs. So pulling it in between each time and just wrapping it. Okay, that looks good to me on one side, so I'm going to take another strand, separate it from my, take the single strand and just insert this down here. And again, I'm just going to do the other side. So, oops, get a little bit there. Wrap it around the whole thing once or twice to make sure it's sturdy, and then just start wrapping down the leg. Okay, there we go. Now I did leave some ends sticking out, so I'm just gonna snip those off. Hopefully it won't come unraveled. I'm just gonna make them a little smaller there. There we go. But looks like most of my yarn staying put, so that's good. And I am going to put some of the magenta on each side down. Probably won't need that much, so I got a little tangle. I'm gonna undo it here. Just kind of, there we go. So this doll is going to have half blue pants, half magenta pants. That is what I am feeling, so. Hopefully you can see that. Cut this side off. Hold it down there. And then I'm gonna do a little bit to the other side, and having the ends stick out a little, I'll trim them at the end. Not quite even, that's okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna kind of clean up some of these, so snip off some of that excess yarn I've got. Snip off there, and then snip off those kind of close to the body, and there we go. So now I have a tricolor worry doll. And for this one, I want to give it this brown color. I think I'll use that for their eyes. You can make your eyes any way you want. Maybe cat eyes, maybe big eyes. And then use this dark green. And I feel like maybe this is a surprised worry doll. So I will make a little circular mouth. Ooh. And then I think this one needs some hair too. Instead of using yarn, for this one, I think I want to give it some orange hair. So actually, I am just gonna draw some hair on there. There we go, nice short haircut. And there we go. Here are the two worry dolls that I made today. And now, once you have your worry dolls, what you're supposed to do with them is you whisper them your worries before you go to bed at night. And then, when you wake up in the morning, all your worries have been transferred to your dolls, and you can start your day fresh and new. And as you can see, just from these two I made here today, as well as these two that I had from earlier as an example, there's no wrong way to make your worry dolls. However you want them to look is how they should look. I hope you enjoyed our craft today and that you had fun with the take and makes, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.